guys, I'm sitting in a different place today because we got rid of my desk, so I'm using my tripod, because it actually, like, I can't, there's nothing to sit it on. Like, there's nothing here for me to sit my camera on. I'm using my tripod! Yeah! So today, I felt like doing the I Heart Drugstore Makeup Tag because why not? And I feel like it's been going around. Let me just turn on my computer. I look like a super nerd here. Oh, that makes it brighter. I'm gonna turn it down a little bit so it's not like... Yeah, we're gonna do that. What am I saying? I don't know. 8 questions, and I have been seeing a couple of them, and I felt like I wanted to add my 2 cents because I can. So the first question is, what is your favorite drugstore makeup brand? Probably a toss-up between Revlon and NYX. I don't know, Revlon is a lot more readily available. We have NYX at our Bartels across town, but other than that I've only been able to find NYX at Ulta up in South Center, which is a pain in the ass because NYX products are great and there's a lot of them, and it's nice having that wide of a selection at Bartels. Like, that's the only reason I ever go to Bartels, because they have NYX. Number 2 is, what are your favorite face, cheek, and lip products? And I have compiled them here. As far as favorite face products goes, I really like drugstore concealers. Probably my all-time holy grail one is one we can't even get in the US, which is Collection 2000 Lasting Perfection Concealer, and this is the lightest shade, Fair #1, and all the label came off, which is kind of a pain in the ass, but I might have Kathy send me another one for Christmas. But one that's more readily available, and one that's actually quite nice. It's a lot easier to blend. That is the Rimmel Match Perfection, and this is in shade 125 Fair. I'm not sure if this is the lightest shade. I think the other one was like more yellow, but this one's really great. It has like a brush applicator thing. This one blends really nicely and it's quite pigmented for how thin it is. I used the e.l.f. concealer before, but it doesn't have, like, it's not as pigmented. It's fine for like really light makeup, but this is almost the same consistency, but it's better, so. Favorite cheek products for the drugstore, probably Hard Candy baked blushes and bronzers. These are awesome. These are found at Walmart only. It's the only reason I ever want to go to Walmart, because I hate Walmart. But this one is Honeymoon, and it's a super pretty pink highlight color, and this one is Tiki, the baked bronzer, which isn't really a bronzer. It's more of like it's like a golden highlight. And then NYX blushes are also really good too. This one, I will be talking about in one of the other questions on this, but NYX blushes are great. They're really pigmented, but they're kind of powdery. Favorite lip products from the drugstore are definitely Revlon lipsticks. Like, Revlon lipsticks are great, but also the Revlon Just Bitten Kissable Balm Stain Chunky Crayon thing. This one is in Crush, and these are really good for drugstore lip stains. Like, the pen ones that they had before this sucked major ass, but these ones are awesome. And then NYX lip glosses are also one of my favorite drugstore lip glosses. They smell like cherry Jolly Ranchers, which is awesome, and there's a huge selection of them, and they're well priced, and they're well pigmented, and they're not sticky. Number 3 is least favorite product, and I don't really buy a lot of products that suck, but probably my least favorite product was the NYX just eyeliner pencils, because they don't really do anything. It's hard to apply on the lash line, and then it doesn't work at all on the waterline, so those are sitting in my bag. I guess that's my least favorite product. I mean, the Revlon Color Stay foundation I loved, but it made me break out, so that's a least favorite because it freaking broke me out, man. Ugh. Number 4 is, what is the best makeup bargain? And I would say, actually, where are they? Where are you? Wet n Wild eyeshadow palettes, because these ones, the 3 ones are $2.99, so you get an eyeshadow for less than $1. And then these ones are $4.99, I'm pretty sure. I don't know, this one's the Petal Pusher. I need to get the Comfort Zone one because that's the one I don't have that everybody else has. But Wet n Wild eyeshadow palettes are so good, man. And then e.l.f. brushes are also a really good bargain too. Actually, the $1 ones aren't that good, but the $3 ones are great. Number 5 is, what is your favorite Underdog product? I really like the NYX eyeshadow base. This one is in Skin Tone. It's not necessarily my skin tone. It's similar to the Soft Ochre Paint Pot. It's not quite the same consistency, but it's the similar color. And I don't hear a lot of people talk about this, and it works really well, and it keeps my eyeshadow from creasing. I don't necessarily have a terrible problem with creasing, so if you have really bad problems with creasing, this might not work, but it does a good job at like evening out the color of your eyelid. And it's pretty well priced too when you get a lot in there. And then Boots number 7, lipsticks. This one is Shiny Conquer. I never hear people talking about it, and it's probably harder to get because we have Boots number 7, their whole line, at Target, so I don't know how widely available it is at other Targets around the country. So let me know if you guys have this brand. Their moisture drenched lipsticks are awesome. They're $10, so they're pretty high for a drugstore lipstick, but they're really good. Number 6 is a drugstore product that is overpriced, and I don't really know. I would say Physicians Formula products are generally overpriced. I feel like they overprice it to kind of go with the fact that it's supposed to be like dermatologist tested. I don't know if any of those claims are real. I have a concealer from them that was like $9, which is stupid because it's not that great. Number 7 is show us your best drugstore dupes, and I have some of these. The first one is actually the NYX blush I was telling you about earlier, and this one is Angel, and it's pretty much a dead-on dupe for Max Well Dressed. Just a really light, matte, kind of just subtle pink blush. My Maybelline Color Tattoo in Bad to the Bronze is very similar to, I don't know which, I can't remember which color it is, but it's one of the Benefit Creaseless Creams, and I honestly don't remember what color it is, but I'll put the thing in the below which one this is a dupe for, but it's one of the Benefit Creaseless Creams. And it's the same consistency as like MAC Paint Pots, so it's similar to Indian Wood, but this one's cooler than Indian Wood. Indian Wood is more like golden bronze. This one's more of a taupey bronze. e.l.f. blush in Peachy Keen is a dupe for NARS Luster. A lot less pigmented, obviously, because it's $3 rather than $27, but it's like the same color. I don't own Luster. I don't own any of the high-end dupes for these, but I've seen them, I've seen other people swatch them, and I've seen them in stores, and this is a dupe for Luster. One Makeup Academy eyeshadow I got last year. This one fell apart and then I had to repress it. This one is in shade 12, Pearl, and it's a dupe for MAC's Club eyeshadow. I know there's one from Urban Decay that's the same color too, but these are $1, or £1. £1. Revlon's Berry Hot Super Lustrous lipstick is a dupe for MAC's Up the Amp. Revlon's Matte Super Lustrous in Really Red is pretty much a dead-on dupe for MAC's Ruby Woo. Revlon Colorburst lipstick in Fuchsia. I'm not exactly sure how close this is, but this is pretty much a dupe for MAC's Girl About Town. It's not quite the same formula and consistency, but it's pretty much the same color. Yeah, so those are my dupes. Number 8 is a drugstore product that isn't worth the hype. I mean, I've like tried out and swatched the Maybelline Dream Bouncy blushes, and those seem to be like just a stupid gimmick. A lot of the Dream things that Maybelline put out, it seems like they're just using it as a gimmick. Dream mousse shit, like, stop it. That's the one thing I don't like about a lot of drugstore products, is that they use gimmicks to try to make it cooler than it actually is. And the Dream Bouncy blushes, like the little like spongy things, have like no pigmentation, and I prefer my blush to have like pigmentation. Those I think aren't worth the hype at all. I wasn't really tagged by anybody to do this. I was kind of tagged by Rachel. She just said, everybody do it if you want to. So I'm gonna say the same thing. Do it if you want. I'm not gonna tell you that you have to or that you don't have to. But I liked this tag, and I liked talking about drugstore products that I have, because sometimes I overlook them. And they are quite good. The ones that I have are quite good. I will see you guys soon. So I hope you guys enjoyed this, and I will see you guys next time.